What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Customs. Today I'm going to build the 1/100 scale Master Grade Wing Gundam EW version from the Gundam Wing animated series. So you understand this is a redone of the Katoki kit that came out in March of 2004. I have to admit, the Katoki version was an amazing kit to look at, and I've always been wanting to pick it up whenever I got a chance to. But when Bandai began bringing out a new set of mobile suits, you know, new kits based off the Wing series, and they redid the Wing Gundam EW, I had to find out the big reason why they did it. Supposedly, this new kit is almost exactly the same as the previous one. The only difference is it has slightly different shades of color and has less markings. And it comes with an attachment that will allow you to attach it with an action base, something that the original Katoki version of this kit did not have. Obviously, I can imagine there are those out there who probably has this and modified it to include an action base, you know, jury-rigged it or whatever, so that way their kit can hook up to an action base. But since this one came out new, I said, why not? Let me try this out. And I have to admit, it's an amazing kit. It's actually a smaller size, as you can see in the box. The Katoki version box is about, I think, the same box length and height as my Strike Noir box, if anybody remember that one. That was a big box itself. But this one's this is something that I've been wanting to build for quite some time. It's beautifully designed. Again, you have the original pictures here of what the kit looks like. You know, you have the new way of looking at it through the Endless Wars version. Obviously, there's the original animated series movie of the Wing Gundam Zero Custom. But this one looks really nice. Both kits are both great, of course. Some things that I did not know about that was actually told to me by actually Prime 92 told me this. She has the Katoki version. She says that the actual inner frame is not charcoal gray like all the other frames. It's actually a slightish brown color. I didn't know that. Obviously, I never had the kit, so I can't confirm or deny. But if she says that, then I have to say, yeah, it's true. Can't believe they did something like that. So yeah, this is one kit that I'm really planning on making and presenting at the New York Comic-Con Anime Festival. That's going to be at the Jacob Javit Convention Center in October 13th through the 16th. And I'm going to compete at the Gunpla World Cup contest. So, without further ado, let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. Put this to the side. Here's the manual. Here's some... oh, let me take a look at that. Alright, I guess some informational pamphlet on maybe some sort of magazines or probably mangas. Oh, that's probably from Gundam Ace. Here's the Death Cycle, which I have, and also considering on building it for the show. Everybody remembers this kit. I hope I find these parts, because I really want to compete with this kit, but obviously this is going to be for the show. I don't have this kit yet, but I will pick it up soon. So the first thing we'll see is, of course, the first tray A, or excuse me, tree A, excuse me. Very vibrant colors here. A nice color of blue. I like the yellow, very striking. The red is nice. There's some clear parts over here. We got some stickers and some rub-on transfer decals, or is that considered to be decals or stickers? I know the one behind it is decals, and it's very few and far between. Here's the tree, the white tree, and the polycaps, of course. That's a portion of the shield. That's amazing right there. Here's the frame of the wings. Something, of course, that I have to review this manual in a few moments is the fact that when the wings begin to expand and contract, you know, when you're opening it up or closing it up, I wondered if while I'm painting, when I paint this kit, will it somehow scrape or damage the paint that I will apply on this wings. I'll have to look at that closely, make sure that it doesn't happen. Here are more blue, and I love blue on my kits. Also red. Now, obviously here's some parts which I think is for the main buster gun type thing, and some of the frames. I know this is the waist unit that has to be the chest. Here's a portion of the gun, and of course yellow trim and beam sabers. That's in a curve. I didn't notice that until now. And then here's the inner frame, which, as I'm looking at it on the light, it is charcoal, but the light makes it greenish in a way. It could be my eyes. I'm getting old, of course. And here's the remaining white parts. There's the head, and pretty much it. So we got a lot of parts here. According to, I guess, Hobby Link Japan's notification here, there are 260 parts on 13 trees. Or runners, excuse me, runners. Alright, let's review the manual and see what we're going to do. The illustration on the manual is amazing. For those of you who know Japanese, obviously the full description of the mobile suit series of Gundam Wing is listed here. And of course, some personal information, or, you know, personnel information, I guess. I have no idea. Some tips on how to cut and apply rub transfers and snip parts off and all that jazz is listed here. This page we're seeing all the runners and the markings of each part. And of course, for those who live in Japan, obviously if you lose a part, you fill this out. I wish I was living in Japan right now, and you guys know why. Alright, so this page covers the body unit. A lot of parts for the body. I've never seen it so many. Then we got the head over here, the both right and left arm of the kit, which extends out to the following page. Here in this part covers the upper body of the build, usually the shoulders. Now, interesting. It goes into the wing portion of the kit. You would think that it would go right to the waist and legs, and then the wings will be the last part, but I guess maybe there's a reason why they did this. Here's some color pictures of the actual kit already built. Obviously here's a sneak peek of what hopefully Bandai will make. I know that Fujita is making 4 Tall Geese kits to represent both Tall Geese 1, Tall Geese 2, Tall Geese 3, and the third one is the surprise, but you guys know what it is already. Some information here. Here's some more detail of the kits of the wing already pre-built, and of course it alongside Desike and Shenlong. Shenlong, I mean. Final build of the wings, the waist unit, and then moving on to the legs, which extends to the next page. Final assembly of the entire kit, and then we go into the buster rifle, the shield, the weapons equipment, and then it shows you how to transform this kit properly, and the attachment for the action base, and then the placement of the decals. And then we have all what the kit looks like already pre-painted and you know, built. Now, for paints, we're going to continue obviously with the metallic version of this kit. I am going to make it metallic version. I apologize if I'm pissing people off, but that is my desire for this kit. And for starters, I'm going to do obviously the white parts will be painted chrome silver. So that's one. The red will be covered in clear red. The yellow, which I'm going to use the clear yellow that comes from Mr. Hobby. This is obviously a lacquer-based paint, and I want to try it on this. I kind of like the way it came out with the Death Sight. It came out really nice in the yellow, and since now I know what to do with it, since it's a lacquer-based paint, I'm not going to have trouble clogging up my airbrush next time. The internal frame will be, of course, painted in where are you? There it is. Gunmetal, obviously. And so is the gun, but the gun may be a two-tone color with gunmetal and metallic gray. The blue. I think I do not have clear blue. I was thinking of using metallic blue, but this one is more turquoise than blue itself, even though the blue came out amazing on the Death Sight. This is more of a navy color, which was what I was looking for before. However, for those of you who don't remember, another kit that I did the metallic blue, which I'm going to show you in a few moments, if I can find it. Thank you. There it is. Always using 00 Quanta as a reference point. I painted this obviously chrome silver, and then I covered it with clear blue, which gives it that beautiful, sparkly royal navy blue, royal blue, you could say, as you can see here. So this color tone will fall perfectly with the blue trim that you see here and here. The red obviously will look like this. So that's going to go with that as well. So I'm actually going to have a lot more fun like I did with the O Gundam. I'm also looking into possibilities of modifying the kit, maybe detailing it up a little bit better to be a little bit more presentable for the show. So without further ado, let's begin building Master Grade Wing Gundam EW version. Alright, so amazing parts here I'm looking at right now. I'll put this to the side. And there's something I was looking at while I was checking out the manual. And it's these clear parts right here. The actual frame. Now obviously I'm not going to talk about this like again. But my idea for this, and let me put it in the right orientation. Here we go. So as you can see, you got the eyes right here, and then you have a space around the eyes, which is supposed to be, of course, if you look at this guy. You look at this, obviously that will go to here. Now, I have the habit of actually cutting the eye slits out and put it on here after I paint it black. But this is actually too small. However, I was very impressed with how the clear green came out when I applied it onto the eyes of the O Gundam. So I said, and since the sensor pod here and these parts here and this one's going to be clear green as well, why don't I paint the whole thing clear green? Makes sense, right? So the idea would be is this: I paint the whole part green, And then when it dries, I will paint the the outline of this black using my Gundam marker, the black Gundam marker. That way the effect will look okay around. I don't have to spray paint the eyes. Actually, yeah, I will have to spray paint the eyes. There'll probably be a little blast here, and but the around the eyes will be all black.